Viking, I'm waiting for him to get a couple more updates into the game. I mean, not even half the perks and stuff work right now on Mountain Blade, so that's why I've been playing it on my own time, but I've kind of been staying away from it for a little bit. Z Striker, 34 months. Yes, 30-year anniversary coming up. And I've not made a 3-month or 3-year video. I have no idea.
2 more months until the 3-year anniversary.
Wow, I don't even know what to do. Thank you so much, Z. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Seriously, I really do. All right, it's 8:18. Do you know where your children are? All right, let's go ahead and continue the game. Get in here. Let's see, do we need to get gas? Watch yesterday's VOD. Your mom's the little old lady from... You know, there's a lot of truth to that. Oh, there for a minute I thought the game was broke. Just looking down like that, I was like, All right, so we don't need gas. I don't think we need rest. Nope. So we're good to go. So we could get an order here. It is raining. Joy, joy. It's supposed to storm really bad here in Kentucky tonight, so... We're up to $137,000. We did buy, ooh, there's some lumber, but that's up there in Bend, Oregon, so we can't even do that. We're still waiting to pay down our loans so we can get another trailer and some stuff. Oh, here's another urgent delivery. We were talking about this. This may be a good drive going over to California. I read that backwards. I thought that said Minnesota. Man, look at the curves there. We'll go through Phoenix here and Ehrenberg. Yeah, I think we'll haul these cars for Tesla. I think that'd be pretty good. So let's do that. We'll set that GPS.
Let's do this.
I need to change my... I hope this works. We need to change our GPS. Please work, please work, please work. We had Liam Neeson the other night. We've been using Doug, United Kingdom. Man, is it not going to be on here listed? Oh no, I bet I got to go out and put it in. Hold on. We have to stop everything. Do you really want to quit? Yes. Does it go to the main? No, I didn't want it to close the whole blasted game out. All right, Steam. Why couldn't I just go out to the main menu? That's what I want to know. Why do we have to be difficult? All right, let's go to Mod Manager. Boom. Activate this. Let's continue our game. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's hopefully going to be well worth it. Oh man. Okay, we'll activate this first. And hope it's still on here. No. There it is, Terry Crews.
Have a pleasant drive.
Yes.
All set. Let's go.
Oh man, I love it. All right, so we have Terry Crews as our GPS now. Let me make sure that the audio is up for him. Okay. Yes, this is very real. Let's get our... There we go. We got our cargo set. Now, I don't know how good it is, but I'm excited.
Have a pleasant drive.
Let's put our windshield wipers on. Let's try to get out of this parking lot here. I think they've spliced it together to where it sounds like a real GPS, but we'll see. Like I said, it was sent to me today, and I had to try it, so here we are.
Turn left. Turn right.
We get to hear him a couple times here.
In 200 meters, turn left.
Yeah, this rain is crazy.
Turn left.
It's like we're turning on the White Mountain Road. Y'all don't have stoplights, so. Need to get over the cars flying up next to me.
Keep right. And then turn right.
And then turn right.
Turn right.
Oh man, it's great. It's great. I got us pull out in front of that cop car. Holy crap. That is a light deer. Look at that. That is Jesus deer, everybody. I must take a picture of it. We found Jesus deer here. He's here to bless us on our journey.
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left. Keep left. And then turn left. Hey dude, look around. You have reached your destination. Turn left.
Oh. All right, we're the outside one. You just pulling the service here? Now let's back this up, pick up these vehicles here. Oh man. Ooh, yeah, we got it. We got it. We're good. Maybe.
You ready? Let's go!
Good grief. Okay, Terry Crews is a little too excited. We got a lot of traffic coming here.
Turn right.
I think I wouldn't be happy with the Terry Crews GPS in real life. I think that's something I could deal with. Yeah, if it rains the whole time, it could be iffy. That woman's just standing outside at the hotel over there in the rain. Does not care. Hey, World War II fan, thank you for the 15 bits. I appreciate that. Have some Terry Crews bit. Power! I bet if you could sit there and take a long time and put a lot of stuff together, you could really make some really in-depth GPS. And heck, he's on that one show, so I'm sure there's a lot of lines you could pull. Movies, stuff like that. We got a 608-mile trip. It's 11 hours, so we will be resting on the way here. I mean, we are driving from New Mexico, or are we in Arizona? Oh yeah, we're just in Arizona, so we're driving all the way over to the Pacific Ocean. So it is quite a haul. We'll probably be pulling over at a big truck stop somewhere.
Continue straight.
I swear he said something, but I didn't get to hear it. Oh my God, you couldn't do the Samuel L. Jackson one. It would just be, turn right, MFer. I am tired of all these speeding. It would just be bad. It would definitely not be family friendly. Twitch and YouTube would frown upon a Samuel L. Jackson anything. Did Samuel L. Jackson read like a children's book or something on Facebook Live or something not too long ago? I was wondering, like, I remember a long time ago, there was a show on PBS called Ghost Rider. And he was on the pilot episode of the show. And it was like probably the only time ever he... Come on! I was in the right lane, and that person just hit me. Why do I gotta pay $900? Well, it didn't damage the load, that's all that mattered. But that's just bull crap. Like, I was literally in the lane that is not ending. Why do I get penalized for that? Like, that's why I didn't slow down or anything. I was like, oh, well, they have to yield like they do coming off the on-ramp. Obviously not. Oh, this game. I mean, it's $900, but still. But you know what I mean, Seven. If you're in the lane that's ending, it's your responsibility to slow down and wait till you can get over because you waited too long to get in the merge. Hey, Bear, welcome back. Hope you're being safe out there on the roads. This empty truck up here is taking forever. Driving in the rain today. We're heading to the west coast. Hopefully we get through this storm. Oh, I could pass this dude, but it's hard to tell if there's anything up there or not. I think that's a sign. Nope, that's definitely a truck. There's two trucks coming. It doesn't matter. I was in a truck. Oh, we can do this, right? Nope, now he's speeding up. You big jerk face. Oh my God. I hate people. Yeah, there's lots of rain heading into Kentucky right now, so. She literally hit my rear end, Seven. It was her fault. But yet I have to pay the $900 fine ticket. That's bull. That's okay. Somebody just made. Naomi just paid for it. Thanks, Naomi. Oh, what the God! What a brake check. What a brake check. Oh, this is bull crap. He checked me in the next Tuesday. That was awful. Look at this road coming up now. There's no way I'm gonna be able to pass him. We're going through the Salt River Canyon. Oh my God, this is awful. Terrible rain. We've got a truck in front of us that has no load. And he's driving like this. Viking, I think you're obsessed. Viking, I was watching a dude stream Mountain Blade earlier, and he was like chasing this one girl and trying to marry her and stuff, and it was so funny. He was getting so excited. He would get like 2 of the checks, you know, and it'd be like success, success, and he got to the last one and he failed critically. And she was like, I'm sorry, I just don't find you attractive. And he was so heartbroken about it. Oh, it was the greatest thing. I can stop rating whenever I like. Sure. Oh, is the rain letting up finally? That would be nice. Well, look at that fog over there. Check that out. All right, I think rain is lit up. I could turn my headlights off. Very bright out right now. I really hope this dude pulls over up here and gets off the road before he kills us all. There's people just randomly standing on the bridge there. They had a chair. Yes, I almost just wrecked. Pay no attention to that. So depressed this truck stops. What movie are you trying to watch, Bear? You travel with Netflix and everything? Hey, Yankee gal. Old King Kong. Cannonball Run. Well, I was watching something somewhere, or maybe it was like this one subreddit, and this one trucker was talking about how his family obviously has Netflix, and he watches it when he goes on the road, and then Netflix evidently changed something where if you're not connected to your home Wi-Fi or something like that, it won't let you watch stuff. And he was like halfway across the country, and he was like raging about how that's going to screw over a lot of truckers and things. Game's really being some herky-jerky right now. Not sure why. I think it's going through these mountains it does that. Oh, you bring you around a VCR and DVD player. Now leaving the San Carlos Apache. Hey, speak of the devil, look who's there on the billboard. Terry Crews, everybody. Bear, do you have a Terry Crews GPS? We're at the Tonto National Forest. Please let this dude turn left up here. Globe. You have your phone.
Keep right, and then turn right.
No, he's going right. No, he's going left. It was the old fakey.
Turn right.
The fakerooski. Yeah, this car almost just pulled out in front of that truck. That would not have been wise for you. The construction worker was cleaning the police bike. That was awkward looking. Alright, we're headed toward Phoenix. I've not been to the movie theater in ages. I would say the last movie I went and watched was the Star Wars movie, but not the newest one, not the Rise of Skywalker, but the one before that. It was probably the last movie I went and watched in the theaters. And I went with my nephew and my cousin. I've still not seen The Last Skywalker, so... That's what everybody keeps telling me. Like, I tell everybody I'm behind on movies, and I start listing movies that I want to watch, and they're just like, oh, you don't really need to watch that. Alright, we're cruising at 65 miles per hour now. Hopefully we can make some good time going through the desert here. Arizona, great place to put a whole bunch of concrete and asphalt and raise the global temperature. No, I have not seen any of the Frozens. What they need to do is get Hayden Christensen back and do some Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker, like, in-between-quels. And not have all that mushy love stuff. Just like it be action-packed action movies. I know it's the Clone Wars, but you know what I mean? Like, live-action movie. Oh, they did it again. Oh, man. Aw, Terry Crews doesn't say anything about speeding. It just goes beep, beep, beep. That saddens me. I think it'd be great if he said slow your roll or something. So pretty much all he does is he starts the destination and he turns left and turns right. Hey, Dark Wolf. Right now we're doing okay. We've already had one accident. This car hit me in the rear and I had to pay for it. There's nothing wrong with Jar Jar Binks. You all are taking out your hatred for that little boy who played Anakin Skywalker on Jar Jar Binks.
Keep right.
Whatever, that kid was annoying.
Continue.
I think he just says continue. He's like, continue. Jar Jar helped win the battle against the droids. I don't know why you all are so upset about that. Look at that helicopter. It's going like Mach 6. I didn't say Jar Jar was a great character. I just said that everybody like jumps on the bandwagon to hate him. The same way that people jump on the bandwagon to hate Nickelback, but yet Nickelback still sells out concerts and people buy their albums for some reason. I mean, it's fun to jump on the bandwagon of hate, but I don't know. It's just like if you go back and watch Hayden Christensen's performance, I don't think it was... Did he have bad lines that he had to act out? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whoever was trying to write the love scenes between him and Padme, that was awful. But, like, I think he strategically does it well, and it's fine. It's all he could do. Oh. Oh, no. What's this? You're going to make me go downtown Phoenix. Or no, I should just be able to go up here and... Yeah, just keep on going. Okay. If you go by the height...
Continue straight.
Continue straight. That's what he says. Jar Jar was there for the kids the same way that BB-8 was there for the kids, the same way that R2-D2 was there for the kids. It's just, he spoke. And comic relief, when it is in vernacular form, is not always great. You give Mel Brooks the ability to have some comic relief through talk, yeah, it's gonna be great. But George Lucas, it's gonna be rough. Everything needs some comic relief here and there. Heck, even the Bible has some comic relief in it. Sarcastic Jesus is the best Jesus in some parts. Yeah, it's 4:30 and it looks like it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, no, 7, I was just referencing where he calls Peter, he's like, get thee behind me, Satan. And it's like, he's either saying that Peter is really Satan or he's being sarcastic and saying Peter's being so bad that he's acting like Satan. And I like to think of it that way, so I find that humorous. Got some hot air balloons. I'm glad. I wish the hot air balloons like bugged out like the planes. That would be great. I don't know if anybody watches that Yankee Gal. boss once. She used to live in Phoenix, Arizona, on the outskirts of it. And she said that it would get so hot out there that snakes, like in Kentucky, she said, you walk outside on your patio, your sidewalk or whatever, and you see worms that have tried to cross the concrete and they've not made it across and they get cooked to death and they die. And she said in Phoenix, it was snakes that would try to cross the roads and they wouldn't make it and they would get cooked before they made it to the other side. I always thought that was kind of crazy. Well, Dragon Chaos, maybe you can confirm that. Oh, there goes a plane. What's it gonna do? Oh God! Oh God! Okay, I'm gonna wreck if I try to watch it anymore. I gotta stop it. There's another one. There's another one to the left. There's these Roswell planes that are staying low. Oh my God. Oh good Lord. I just want to see what it does in my rearview mirror. Okay, it doesn't appear in my rearview mirror. That's not creepy at all. All right, it just disappeared, everybody. Nothing to see here. I saw mods to make like planes have real logos and stuff on them, but I think that would just make it even worse. I don't need to see Delta freaking out above me. Oh, good Lord, Reaver. Talk about a controversial statement. Why would you say something so brave yet so confrontational? We got $137,000. Is Mountain Blade the sim for dudes? I don't know. Everybody's going crazy in the subreddit for the one Southern Kingdom ruler girl, so everybody's being really big simps on her. I never get to play the Guild 3. Did anybody ever get to play it? I know it's out, but like I have it on my list, but I just never wanted to buy it. Oh, what? I've got cruise control set. How am I doing? There's the Colorado River. Howes Trail, 2 of 6. Oh my God, we're down to 55 miles per hour. Yeah, it's like the Guild, I feel like the Guild games could be so much, but unless you got a really creative mind, which I do, I don't know how much you can make from it. Like, do with it, you know? Yeah, the Guild 2 really let me down. And I think that's why I haven't pulled the trigger on 3. Desert Center Rice Road. Just want everybody to know that I ordered out dinner again tonight because I'm keeping my local businesses going. Ordered Mexican. I got tacos de carne asada tonight, and they were amazing. Sophia took care of my order, and it was great success upon arrival and getting those. Yes. Also, I saw in the news that all the Logan's Roadhouses are firing their employees and closing up, and they may not reopen, which is fine for me because I think Logan's is like the 5th or 6th best steakhouse out of all of them. The one up here, the last time I went there with my dad, I got sick. The time before that, I went with my brother, and he got sick. Texas Roadhouse is probably the best steakhouse. And I know that everybody's like, oh, well, it's not the high-end expensive. It doesn't need to be. They know how to cook a steak. Texas Roadhouse, if you're watching, I'll take that sponsorship anytime. Thank you. I would be on my 600-pound life if I had a sponsorship from Texas Roadhouse. Just give me all the butter. Oh no, we're gonna trigger Viking. We said butter. Viking, did they ever, I didn't notice it last time I was in there, but did they ever change it when you sort, and you sort by war weaponry or whatever, butter shows up as a war implement on that game? We must be in California. That must be why we have the 55-mile butter is always a war item. I was watching a thing earlier, and it's on the Mountain Blade Reddit, and this dude was like, I accidentally catapulted my my siege tower, and I was like watching it, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool, and then all of a sudden you just see he loads the catapult, and it launches, and he blows up the siege tower, and like you just see this whole list of his soldiers that died instantly, and I was like, ooh. Oh man, we need the rest yet? No, we still got 3 hours of drive time. If we could go faster, we could make it there, and this is a rush delivery. We may not be able to rest. What was it, Cole Carnage? I guess the first time that he sieged something, he didn't understand that you had to build implementations or things to do that. Did I just say no? Naomi leveled up, and so he runs up with his sword and he just starts knocking on the door, and it takes out like 10 damage a hit. I found that pretty funny. All right, so she does. Oh no, she didn't. She must have just did another mission. All right, so. I just feel there's a lot of the game hidden right now too. Like, they have plenty of room on the screen to put the information, but you have to hover over certain things sometimes to see stuff. And that kind of annoys me. Look at the sky. Look at the stars and everything. That's awesome. I have myself and 2 of the drivers, World War II fan. Oh. Yeah, I hate that you all can't see that. That saddens me. I don't know if I could ever rectify that. When are they expecting this delivery? around noon to 2 tomorrow. Okay. What? Hey, here's a wind farm over here. Oh, I'm gonna hit that car. Trying to keep her straight. Sorry, buddy. Getting a little tired here. Here's a Dr. Pepper advertisement. Viking, I think they just do the numbers are green or red. I don't think there's any arrows. I've never seen any arrows. So. I had to restart my game again because, not today's patch, but yesterday's broke my food. Like, all the food that was in my inventory does not count. I had to go buy more food, but if I sell all that food that didn't count, I have to buy the same amount of food to have a positive amount of food. So I had like 40 something things of food in my party, and so you have to buy at least 40 something things, and then whatever you buy above 40 counts as actual food. And I was watching somebody play today, and they had 100 and something influence, and they did a policy that took 50 influence, and when it applied, I guess it applied it 2 or 3 times, and they were all of a sudden at negative 70 something influence. Oh, game really jerked on me there. We're almost up to Carlsbad. We've got 2 hours until our rest stop, and we're 2 hours and 44 minutes away from our destination. We're gonna have to stop right before we get there, I guess. I'm just waiting for all the females that I talked to have crooked mouths on the game. And I thought that maybe it was them trying to do like a weird smile when they're not sure of me, which could be what I get in real life, but like, it's a graphic, it's I don't know, they're just all weird.
Keep left.
But I was watching somebody stream earlier today, and he didn't have that, so. But he was letting people go. When he would beat them in battle, he'd let them go, and they gave like the weirdest looking smile ever. I'm pretty sure I have the graphics up all the way. So maybe it's just trying too hard to make it look like a legit smile. I only robbed one caravan accidentally, and then my entire clan had war declared on them by the Sultan people. Accidents or mistakes were made. All I'll say. Whoa, little car, what are you slowing up for? That's dangerous. I am running out of... What? Well, I guess we'll get off on this exit. We'll stop here and crash. And then we'll get fuel. And then we can do this delivery in the morning when it's daytime.
right.
Terry Crews yelling at me. We needed to stop anyway, so there's Domino's
right.
truck.
In 200 meters, turn right, turn right.
This is the motel. I hope this counts here and I can crash. Ah, nice. Wow, Petra almost got 2K. Oh no, I thought I could turn out of here. Oh no, this could be bad. Petra is leveled up too. My worst nightmare, I've got to actually back up and try to get out. All right, so she's got her 4. Let's have her do another long distance. We do have Terry Crews now. All right, so I think I need to pull forward some. And I think you turn toward. Oh, look at that. Have to pull up a little bit. Okay. Good Lord. Boom. All right, let's hope we get up here to the gas station. There's an Inhu truck.
Right.
I hope this is a big gas station. Oh, I thought this was the gas station. It's on up. Oh, we're in Los Angeles? Okay. There's somehow a spotlight going on during the day. It's not even on top of a building. That's cool, I guess. Welcome to LA, everybody. Alright, here. Okay, yeah, we should be able to get in this gas station and get out. I hope. Boom. How low in gas were we? Hold on, let me. We got 85 more miles. We were fine. We were fine, everybody. We could have made it. Now, the problem I'm going to have here is I'm going to have to back up again, I think. There we go. All right, we're good to go now. Sometimes you just got to take... I didn't want to pull through because the last time I pulled through, I scraped the side of the trailer and it damaged it.
200 feet, turn right. Turn right.
We're leaving Los Angeles, though Los Angeles is right there in front of us. Okay, cool. Top. Los Angeles is having a rough time loading right now. I don't know why it's being all herky-jerky.
Keep
like...
left.
Okay, Terry, just calm down. Was it really $4 or something? That's crazy. Oh yeah, and this 55-mile-per-hour speed limit. It's killing me.
Keep right.
And then exit right. Oh, it's not technically an exit, I guess. Just a merge ramp. Okay. Whatever. Whatever is what I say to that. All that matters is we may be able to catch a glimpse of the Pacific Ocean once we get up here. I'm kind of excited about that. We saw it up in Oregon and Washington, but it was always cloudy up there. You couldn't really get a good view. Maybe here in California, we'll get a view of it.
Keep left.
This is a Hogan truck up here in front of us. Let me tell you something, brother. We're gonna deliver the goods on these 24-inch bay. There's a Navajo truck too. It totally sidetracked my thought process. Merge ramps look like roller coasters. What? What, Pyro? What? I don't know, some of them that people design in city skylines do kind of look like that. Steep grades. Here's another rest area we could have stayed at. Doesn't look like it has a gas pump though. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Oh, Terry Crews, you let me down. You let me down and I almost died. Oh, my God. We need to get over. This hill coming down here looks like going into Cincinnati. I need to get over again.
Right, and then exit right.
Well, we're here.
Exit right.
That was eventful there at the end. Not lucky, it was skills.
Turn left.
Hey, sometimes when you panic, your skills show through. I kept the situation under control. All is well. We did it. We're almost here, about to make the delivery. Don't want to hear it.
Keep right, and then turn right.
As long as the train doesn't ninja through here, we're fine.
Turn right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Hey dude, look around. You have reached your destination.
Hey, dude, look around. We did, Mother Love. Let's see if I can park this. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, okay. It took it. Warming up achievement. We've drove 10,000 miles. Trailer maneuvering bonus, 15 experience. That urgent delivery was 292 more experience. Those pay a lot. All right, we have $170,000. I feel like I don't know what I feel like. Let's see. We are in Oxnard, California. There's Santa Maria and Santa Cruz. I wouldn't mind going up to San Francisco if we could find something on the freight market. Wow, that's a long drive. Fertilizer to Yaki. Oh my God. Car parts. Here is a urgent delivery for Walmart back up near our home. Here's one back out west that takes us down to the Mexican border, Nogales. There's some more plows. We've hauled those before. Oh, here's a good one. It's gonna get us, it's urgent delivery. It's heavy cargo. Oh, never mind. I don't think we can haul 123,000 pounds. Oh, man. Sea Viking. That would have been a great one. But I just don't think, no, I'm pretty sure even if we tried, it would give us a warning. Watch. Yeah. So we would have to. We're so low on heavy cargo. This perimeter is essential for heavy cargo transport. I just don't think we'd get it there. Here's another one. This frac tank. It's paying $53 a mile, and it's urgent delivery. I think we can run that, so we'll do this one.
Oh, let's get started. Drive safe.
Oh my. Whenever I invest in my new truck, I will think about getting those heavy missions, but I just don't think we'd make them.
Turn right.
The one I'm currently playing on, I built. I bet I've had this PC for 7 years or more.
And then turn right.
It's about time for a new one. I don't have the funding. That was kind of on my goals if I do the summer game blitz this year. Is the two things I want to do is I want to build a new computer, and I want to buy a vlogging camera. Sweet one, I'll tell you this. I have built, the only computer brand I've ever bought was when I was back home and I was a wee little lad, and I want to say 1994 is how long ago this was. My dad bought a family computer for us, and he got a Hewlett-Packard. And that computer, I tinkered with it, I tore it apart, all this stuff. I tried to learn how to upgrade it. It was awful. That is the only, besides a laptop, that is the only computer I have never built. I bought a PC Gamer magazine, and I read in there how to build your own computer, and pretty much all you gotta do is learn to line up the numbers. And there's tons of websites, there's tons of YouTube channels that show you how to build your own computer. Build your own computer. You'll be able to build a much more powerful computer for a lot less than you would buying it from a company. Yeah, unless you're doing like water-cooled stuff and things like that, it's simple.
Keep left, and then turn left.
But yeah, just do your research, and that's what I do on everything. But yeah, I've upgraded this one to the point where I don't think I can do anything about it anymore. I want to say that it's been at least almost, it may even be 8 years since I built this computer. Because I built it when I was in my old apartment, and that's when I first moved up here to the city I live in now. So, but you know, sometimes your funding just goes different places. I mean, I've had to help out family and things like that. I mean, that's just, you have more important things.
Keep left.
You know, when you have family in the hospital and people need lunch and stuff, you go buy lunch for everybody. You know, you don't think about it. So, well, that Reaver, that's kind of why I don't really. That's why I was scared about Mountain Blade. Is I just, like I said, if I ever build another one, I would turn this computer into the streaming one and have it stream to the internet and play the games on the other one, and then just route the picture to this one. Do I know how all that works? No. So, but I know if you're just sending the image, then it's not as, it doesn't have to be. World War II fan, she's doing well. She's a little panicked about all this that's going on right now. Obviously she's staying away from everybody. Her and my papaw, well, they're kind of staying together right now. They have my cousin drop off groceries on the front porch, and they don't let anybody in. Well, yeah, she's a high risk where she just had surgery.
Keep right, and then turn.
So
right.
she's really got to be careful. Her doctor, her surgeon, he evidently, in his pre-med stuff and everything, he was like a biology specialist and stuff, and he oh God. Oh good Lord, did I damage anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. We just rolled and hit that barrier. My wheel can't come on, I need switching the gear, there you go. Reaver, I only leave the house when I go to the grocery store. And even now that's going to be a hard thing because they make you wait in line.
You have reached your destination.
All right. Left twice. Well, I've left more than that. I mean, I've went to the store quite a few times. Mostly because of the lawnmower and the weed eater, and then I had to take the weed eater back, and yeah, sweet one. That's usually, I usually tell my boss in the morning, it's like, hey, I'm gonna work later today. I'm going to the grocery store right now. Man, the auto mod got somebody else for saying that. That's so weird. My mom refuses to believe anything's going. You know, are you serious? Did I just hit something else? There's nothing there to hit. That's I don't understand the auto. Wait, where's our load we're supposed to pick up? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I don't know. My mom has just been my cousin freaked her out a lot. And then like her doctor was very like paranoid about it when it was first starting up and stuff. But then like when she went to the doctor's office this last time to talk to him, he was all like, oh yeah, it's kind of under control now, and things are much better than we thought. And so I don't know what information he's got, or maybe it's just where people are staying in, even the bulk of people, not everybody obviously. Maybe that's helped out a lot. But I'm sure the bigger cities are going to get nuked. I mean, that's just how it is. When you have so many millions of people rubbing up to each other, bad things are going to happen.
Okay, here we go.
Terry Crews is getting way too excited right now. Yeah, New York's in trouble. Well, that's what I said. I mean, and no matter where you go there, you're going to be around people. Yeah, I always thought 2 million was, I think 60K is going to be way too many too. Yeah, it's just kind of like, which my nephew, he's one of those people. He just is like, it's dumb. People need to get out and breathe clean air. They're more prone to get sick sitting at home than they are if they got out and got clean air. And I'm just like, I just don't have enough time in the world to talk to you about how wrong you are on certain things. And his it's funny, his girlfriend, who he's probably going to end up marrying, is going into the health field, and I'm like, I just don't understand how you could take something she's going to have to take super serious if it happens again someday, and you just kind of flaunt off like it's nothing. Like, I just don't understand. Oh, he's 23. He's graduated college. He's, yeah, I mean, so he's right. Old enough to know. Like, he's smart on certain things, but he is totally like my brother in other things. And but I guess that's what family's like, you know? I don't know if he's considered a millennial or the next one. Well, you don't have to worry about Bernie anymore, sweet one, so. Yeah, he was born, my nephew was born in 97. Yeah, I don't think that's millennial age. I love that I'm holding down the brake and my truck is still rolling. My middle nephew, he works at a hardware store and he hates his life. He's just like, this thing sucks. We have to do curbside service, and like all these idiots call and they're like, oh, I need this, but I don't know if I really need that or not. So bring out 10 other things and let me look at them while I sit in my car, and then I'll let you know if you got the right one. I think I was too, Mother Love. Or my freshman year even. Yeah, I remember getting to check out of school when my nephew was born. And I was glad because I got out of Spanish class and I hated that teacher. Like, I really wanted to learn a foreign language, but like, your foreign language teachers in high school are like awful for some reason. It's just like, I don't know. I've never figured it out. See, I would have took German in high school, but we didn't offer it. And schools now are really big. They offer Spanish, obviously, because we have a lot of Central American and Mexican students, you know, who move up here due to the horse farms and stuff. They go with their families. But like, oh, is this the Pacific Ocean? Look, we get to see it, everybody. Yes. Your Spanish teacher was a hot Irish lady. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's a train that's leaning to the right way too much. No, my Spanish teacher, she hated my guts. And then my buddy and I stole the workbook, so we got hundreds on everything, but then we failed the test because we didn't have the test. But like, she lied to me and I failed my final in Spanish too. She was like, oh yeah, for your final, all you have to do is write out a paragraph speaking what you've learned in both parts of Spanish. And I was like, oh cool. We get there that day and she's like, okay, you had to have memorized your paragraph and you say it to me. out loud in front of everybody. And it's like, I didn't remember that. I worked my butt off conjugating it and doing everything and writing it out perfect. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, you have to memorize it. You know, screw that. And then I would always check out of her class. I'd call my parents to come get me just so I could go do whatever. And one time my dad come and picked me up, and she got really mad. She's like, I cannot believe you're checking in again. Is it your father's in the office? I'm walking down there and talking to him. And she left the kids in the class, and she walked down to the office, and she proceeds to jump my dad. My dad really just did not give a shit about anything. And my dad just looks at her, looks at me, and he's just like, Steve, I don't care if you hate the bitch or not. You need to start staying in her class. And then he's like, let's go. And we walk out, and she just had this shocked face that he said that right in front of her. And the secretary in the office knew my dad really well, and she's sitting over there turning red and rolling, laughing behind the desk at what he said. And we just walked out. And I don't think she talked to me again the rest of the semester. My dad was pretty blunt on certain things. It was just, that's the way he was. But I just liked his life lesson. And it was just it was really important. It's I don't care if you like the person or not, you have to do it. And it was just but just the way he conveyed that. He was more mad he had to come pick me up from work. He had to leave.
Keep left.
Nope, we're not going to Santa Maria. Oh. Yeah, I think that was the only time my dad really went off on anybody. Now, my mom, she went off on my 7th grade science teacher, because my 7th grade science teacher thought that, I got really bad sick in 7th grade. I got hospitalized and everything and missed 30-something days of school. And for some reason, my 7th grade science teacher just thought that I was an idiot and I would never be able to make the work up, didn't even want to give me a chance to try to make the work up, and proceeded to tell my mom that I was an idiot and I was going to fail and I might as well just call it a day right then. And my mom is a very reserved woman and made me leave the room, and evidently she peeled the paint in that room. And I'd never had a teacher kiss my butt like that one did the rest of the school year. So to this day, I don't know what my mom said, but my mom to this day will say, I hate that woman. And then we found out the teacher knew my papaw, my mom's dad, really well. And they were in a store one day, and the woman ran up and hugged my papaw, and my papaw talked to her like they were best friends. And my mom was like, I don't even know if I can love my father the same anymore after that. But I had to do after school. Well, the science teacher did the after school makeup stuff, and she didn't want me in the 7th grade after school. What's going on here? She didn't want me there to do it in hers, so I had to go up a grade to the 8th grade after school, and they sent all my 7th grade work, and I worked with the 8th grade students and 8th grade teachers, and I made all my work up in less than 2 weeks. And I passed the grade, and to this day, I try not to, when I see that teacher, even speak to her. And it's funny now that I work for the state government, so I kind of want to run into her again. I still don't know why all this traffic just stopped. It's I was always, when I was in the classroom and I was teaching, there was kids that would fall way behind, but I was one of those that's if you want to come in 30 minutes to an hour every day after school, I will sit here with you. But the day you quit coming is the day that I'm not going to wait on you, because it's up to you. You've got 5 minutes after the last bell. If you get in here, I'll work with you. But if you're not here, then I'm not waiting. This is on you. If you want to catch up, here's your opportunity to do it. Prove it to me, and we'll get you through it. If not, well, I'll see you next year. You know, but I never ever would tell a kid, oh, yep, sorry, I give up on you. I'm not even going to try. My kindergarten teacher turned out to be my 8th grade teacher, and then she turned out to be the superintendent of the school at one point, which was really weird. And then like one of my first presentations that I had to give when I started working for the state, she was there, and I got up in front of everybody and I go, I never thought that this would be as hard, but here I have the current superintendent of the school was my 8th grade teacher, and then I had my kindergarten teacher standing back there too, and everybody's like, oh my God, you know, and like, you talk about freaking out. Like, I don't like the public speak, and that made it even worse. I think to a degree that was my problem. My keyboarding teacher, she used to get so mad at me. Me and one of my buddies, the same buddy who stole the Spanish workbook, we wired up some of the computers, we networked them together and everything. And we installed Civil War Generals, the first one, in there. And we would play multiplayer on it, like, against each other. And she would always, like, come back there and we'd tab out, you know, or whatever, or bring up something else and act like we were doing our assignments. Then we'd go back, you know, Civil War battling. It was great. Then my other computer teacher, I almost electrocuted myself in there. They had like the plugs in the floor, and I was messing with the old school mouse balls, or the mouse that had the ball in it that you had to clean. And when I was cleaning it, the ball rolled out of my hands, and it rolled down into one of those plug sockets where the side pieces had come off. And for some stupid reason, I was like, oh, I can reach my finger in there and get that rubber ball out. I stuck my finger down in that socket thing, and I touched something, pow, it blew me probably 10 feet back. I knocked over a table, I knocked a monitor off the desk, broke it. Oh my God. Yeah, Miss Cup, bless her heart, I don't think she ever looked at me the same again. All right, we got 126 miles. This has been a pretty painless drive here. Good storytelling drive. 120 volts will light you up quick. It makes you feel alive, I know that. Oh, we didn't have very advanced kindergarten. Well, we didn't have computers until 3rd grade. And we got the old, like, I think they were old computers from the bank in town. And that's when they loaded Carmen Sandiego, and that's where I first played Oregon Trail, which started that addiction. I'm still waiting for a new Oregon Trail to come out someday. Oh my God, World War II fan, that's awful. We're all telling these lighthearted stories, and then he's talking about some dude stabbed himself in the eye with a pencil. There was also a game, it was like Math Race or something like that, where you worked on multiplication tables and stuff, and the faster you answered the questions, the faster you did laps on the Indy 500 track or whatever. I always brag that I was 3rd place in the entire school on that game. My speed was 126 miles per hour. The 2 kids that beat me, one of them is a doctor now, he's a surgeon, and the other girl is a big-time architect. So, and then there's me, who is here streaming for you all in top-notch professional quality of action-packed action. So, there you go. That's what 3rd place gets you in life, everybody. So when you see the Olympics and you see those people in bronze, They'll be streaming someday, trying to keep their life together on their 7 or 8-year-old computer. Oh. I thought about being an architect when I was a little kid, but then there was like no guidance for it when you went into school. Our high school counselors were awful at trying to lead you to anything. I wanted to either be an architect or I wanted to be a pilot. And I got no help on either of those. And I really went through high school just not even knowing what I wanted to do. And then I just chose teaching because it was like, I knew I would get along with the kids and I wanted to help them. But I mean, I feel like I now that I'm working for the government, I feel like I've kind of went up to the level that's like where I should have been. But I mean, I love teaching, but there was just not a lot of help of helping kids find out what their career pathways should be. I had a really good teacher in middle school, and he did like an architecture class, and I really appreciated him. And I took his classes in high school too, but it was just, there wasn't a lot of it, and they wouldn't let him teach a lot more. Like, he wanted to set up a goal for high school where you took 8th grade class, 7th and 8th grade classes with him at the middle school, and he taught you like architecture, basic this and that and all that, and planning. And then what he wanted to do is your freshman year, you went out and bought you built like a $10,000 or $15,000 house, and then you sold it. And then the next year you build a $40,000 or $50,000, whatever. He wanted to do that where you actually took what you learned and every year you applied that and you did something bigger and bigger and bigger every year. They never would let him do that. And I think back now and I'm like, man, you would have learned so much doing that. That's the thing with me, World War II fan. I never had really good history teachers. I mean, I had one, he had a great personality, but I really couldn't tell you if I learned anything in his class. I used a lot of how he taught in my classes, but he wanted to be an administrator someday, and he was made for that.
Right.
So I don't know. Hey, we're going to discover something up here.
Exit right. Turn left.
We had a biology teacher that did that. She was like a big tree nerd, and she had this barrel of recycled paper, and one day some kid spilled like a chemical in it, and she had a mental breakdown about how we assassinated trees because we accidentally spilled something off one of the lab stations into this barrel, and it landed on some of the pages of paper. And she cried, and they had to call the nurse up to the room, and the principal showed up, and I just remember looking at him, and he had that uncomfortable adult face, what are we even supposed to do, and what is she mad at? And
Right.
once I become a teacher later on, I could tell what he was sitting there thinking, do I just need to call the cops, and how do I keep this from freaking out all these kids? Because she was acting really weird. It was awful. I think later, though, she did get in trouble for drinking in the parking lot or smoking pot out there and then coming into the school. So, it comes back and gets you eventually. Yeah, she was way too young trying to teach and be hip and cool. I think there's a dealership or something on the other side of this town. Might have to free drive over to it. Look at these big palm trees. I didn't know these even existed anymore. I thought the hurricanes destroyed them all. Which I guess that's Florida mostly, not California. There's a Walmart that looks like it bought out of Walgreens.
Right, and then turn right. Turn right.
God, yeah, I'm going. I'm going. Yep. Oh, they're way far back there. I don't know what I was worried about. At least they look farther back in my mirror. Oh, slowing down. Boop, boop, boop. Seven was too smart for school. There's one kid I had. I bet you he was working 3 jobs at least, and 2 were probably 40-hour jobs, and he'd work them at night, and he would miss school to work them. And I knew he really worked at these places because when I walked in these places, he was always there working. And he was keeping like a high B average in my class, but he was struggling in some other classes. And they were all like, these other teachers, we had this big meeting, and they were like wanting to like get rid of him and like, you know, all this. And I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, this kid is working to support his family, and he's maintaining like a B average in my class, and he's got like a C average in most of the other ones. And here they're like debating this kid, and like we had to, anything we did, you had to like have a universal vote or what's the word I'm thinking, unanimous vote. And I would always vote no on that stuff because these teachers are just like, oh, it's not like my ideal situation, I don't want to deal with it. And it's like, why are you in the teaching field? Leave. It's just like universal vote, not donor vote. But like, I don't know, it was just, there was a lot of people that just, they didn't want to even, they didn't care what was going on in these kids' lives. And then here they're trying to dictate what's going to happen to this kid's life. And this place is way out here in the middle of nowhere. Out here in vineyard country. This is bat country. Oh, better get over it. I don't want to hit this cop.
200 meters, turn left.
Terry Crews struggles with the turn left.
Turn left. And then turn left.
Oh, we're here.
Turn left.
Terry Crews needs to be put down.
Hey, dude, look around. You have reached your destination.
It's like some of the parts are good, but then other parts are just meh. I feel like Terry Crews has a lot of voice out there, just like Liam Neeson, and they could have done a lot more with it. All right, that should net us another level. We're an entrepreneur now. There is a Morgan Freeman one, but... All right, what do we want to do, chat? What are we leveling up? Gilbert Godfrey, oh my god. We have tornado watch up for my place now. Oh, good lord. Oh, I want to do another one on just in time. Because those pay pretty... Or no. I want to get some other cargo we can carry. We could do toxic and infectious substances. Virus cultures, use needles. Yeah, that sounds good. Or what's this one? Okay, this one is these three. Spontaneously combustible aluminum alkalis, white phosphorus. So do we want... We could get flammable gas. We can get gases, toxic infectious substances, or flammable solids. Dangerous when wet are sodium, calcium, potassium.